This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
What the hell?
Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
Oh.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
And
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
it looks just like you. No. Its vibe is totally like yours. Can't tell from the picture. I have never seen a life form like this before. If you have data about them, remember to enter them into the data bank once you get back to the Express.
We made a choice, go fight against your fate. They will come with a blaze. They will wake up a dead mountain crowd in this torment world somehow. Unsheathe the sword not to kill. Unsheathe the sword to rend those towns above the ground. Wake up and start together now. Forget about the rules, we don't know where to run. There was chasers of light, find a way or get lost. We have no way to know where they all headed for. See the light.
Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. I am a little bit irritated. For people who know, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered has the mode No Return. And the mode No Return also has a daily run where you can, it's basically, you do one run, it's one thing you can do a day, where you go in there as a selected character with whatever the game puts together. The only thing that you choose is the difficulty and places to go and weapons and shit like that. But I'm trying to get the trophy where you complete the daily run on grounded difficulty, and I had gotten so close. The closest I've gotten to actually getting to the end of a run, because I've always been doing them on grounded, is the 5th level. But these fucking big hammer dudes are always the bane of my existence. Especially because I was stuck playing as Tommy, and he can't dodge. So there's that. But now, what it is time to do is it is time to continue what we have to do in here. I'm just going to edit all the videos tomorrow anyway, because it's, if I edit things and I have something to do that takes me away from the game so I could, talk to friends. So, yeah. Anyway. Tripper Free, how timely. Sister Asta has brought some sleepy supplies for the creations. She calls this a kitty cot. Relevant items have been cataloged. Perhaps you can try using them to accommodate the creations you've nurtured. Huh. All on toilets. The council. It is here. The creations are all very pleased with everything here. They have left you a little gift. Where to for the next adventure? Damn it. Sounds like March. Well, where'd they come from? Swoosh whoosh! Bahahaha! This is so fun! Wanna play? Thanks, you guys have fun without me. Alright. Damn. But aren't we the trash raccoon? So why would we care about them playing in the garbage? They were having so much fun that they completely ignored everyone else's present. The trash was scattered everywhere, and you could see some creations frowning disapprovingly at the mess. I better hurry over to the helper robot and get cleaning up. Really, you guys? You just had to make a mess of things. Drifter Free, thanks to your efforts, many batches of creations have spawned. It's getting lively here. So, they just made a mess. I see. While they are still young, their mind not fully developed. But these creations of yours are also reasonable. Even if cleaning is performed daily, some more things will keep happening. They have plenty of fun like this, but other creations will suffer. Oh my god! Maybe we should teach them a lesson. No, please don't. This is not good. Different creations have different needs. Some like fun, some like quiet, some are swappy, some are germaphobes. We can modify this zone and divide them by function to try and meet their needs to the greatest extent possible. Are you talking about renovating? It's a similar concept, but it won't be as complicated in practice. I have run some estimations. Their most basic needs are food and rest, and we have supplies on hand. It is wholly possible to create 2 separate areas based on that alone, and divide them accordingly to their functions. In the dining area, they indulge in their meals. After eating, they can play nearby. Everyone's eating anyway, so they will not care. Those in the rest area should be keeping quiet. Those who are done eating in the dining area or have worn themselves out playing can come here for a good sleep. This way, any differences or friction between them can be gradually reduced. You just need to teach them how to use the different areas. Should we teach them about all this? The intelligence levels among creations vary. We need to come up with a comprehensive approach. Images are the easiest way to get the meaning across. You can spray a mark on the ground in the different areas with graffiti of what the area is to alleviate any confusion. But I'm sorry, my levitation height is fixed and cannot be lowered. Leave it to me. Then I will leave it to you. The spray device has been installed. Once you finish the spraying, you can accommodate the creatures in the corresponding areas. And please don't spray the wrong place. This may cause unnecessary trouble for other robots. This area has plenty of light, and comfy cushions. What function should we designate for this area? Sleepy time, Betty bye. That feels so good! Can you move your tail over here? I need a pillow. That is so cute. That is so cute. What the fuck? Oh my god, that is so cute. The life form oven is nearby. That's good ventilation in there. There's a table with chairs all set up. What function should we design for this area? What would we make their eating area be? This could be a rest area. But the oven? Food? Kaka, time to eat. I'm picking out. Meow, your head is too big. Please step back. I want a bite too. The creation's hungry chomped down the food, raucously thanking you. Okay. They're happy and getting on very well with each other, all thanks to you. It's my duty. You are humble, and you are always managed to exceed everyone's expectations. The rezoning works appearing to be yielding results. I have good news to tell you. Go on, say it. Alright. Screw recently upgraded my remote systems and my operational scope has been expanded. You can leave them with me. I will send you regular reports so you can rest easy. Work on the nurture recipe and nurture more creature creations. After all that, it's still just more about nurturing. Lead Register Asta is in charge of the research progress. You can open the nurturing manual to check the progress at any time. She promised to keep updates in the future. Or something else that I think I was wrong. Wait, I need to reset. He's a little weird these days. Ah, yeah. Alright, well. Let's see. Yes, the limited time awards. Let's grab that. We must now go back to the main mission, though. Mundane troubles, right here.
A portrait of internal turmoil. You look troubled. Do you need help? Do try to think for yourself.
Reuniting under such conditions. Affirmation unpleasant.
Don't worry, we're just ticking the boxes to understand what happened. You don't really think we suspect you, right?
Probably do. Anyway, back to the chair where they're going to be saying, "What are the numbers, Mason?"
The other person should be from the Department of Insight.
And we're
The
just going to
other
hear it.
person should be from the
Numbers, Barracuda.
Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Find the wait.
The other person should...
Wait, this one? Really?
Hey, what brings you? It's all. Here's the. Oh, smalls.
Here too. My memories are just... Did my memory piece together? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
You mean you saw Emily somewhere else? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, okay, okay. That's who was here. Alright.
I say, what a... I'm not... No need to be... Though I...
Okay, it makes sense now.
See this? I'm not...
Again?
Sorry, if I can interrupt.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful. It's about time we had some new recruits.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cienjo Alliance has life forms like that. Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you. The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too. Now I should be able to tie everything together. The Cienjo species...
I figured you'd come to me. I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
I'm sorry. The situation is very...
About the researchers' disappearances.
How did you know? I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure?
Have you found anything?
I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimonies seemed to agree with this. The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
Oh. Oh no. We're gonna see someone pop.
The Department of Ecology head?
She said him.
She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I heard something like that also exists in the Cienjo Alliance.
Ah, that's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy life form. Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis. But it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That is most likely the truth. Let me remember my initial conversation with Herta, just in case. I need to go over it.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an... Send me a signal when you see...
I think she mentioned something. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see...
Energy life form?
That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Herta assigned me to find certain lost curia. So basically, yeah, we got this whole thing put together now. So there we go. So now someone in this room is probably going to spontaneously combust now that we know that's a thing. Or someone on the station will witness have happen.
Your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Screw 'em?
Apologies. Herta did not mention this to me. Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate her story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers.
Oh, this
Based
again.
on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
If you knew Herta, then you wouldn't find it weird.
Don't...
Oh, her
interrupt
mouth
other
opens
people.
this time.
Did no one teach you manners? Based on your story, you met with
Oops, no,
Herta
we want to go
because
through the
and
whole
the
thing.
assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. We were talking about something else, and she just mentioned it in passing. However, she did give a thorough description of the curio. I didn't make that up.
True. You wouldn't be able to make that up.
Why do I feel like I'm being looked down on?
And the Asperta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Herta's collection.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your and the Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio?
I remember now. Back then...
That's enough pretending. Please be quiet. Herta's collection. An endless trove of...
I remember now.
Damn.
That's enough. Herta's collection. An endless trove...
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
Yes, to get more information about the curio. I didn't get a direct answer, but Asta recommended I seek out a researcher who could help.
Then you said, however, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
I'm asking her, Lady Asta. Your testimony went out the window the second you started being secretive. However, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Asta isn't trying to hide anything. It's because of her position. Some things shouldn't be said in the open.
What could be more important than Herta's safety?
I agreed for Mr. Ratio to become involved in this. I should consider him one of us. It's okay. You can tell him.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction?
It's definitely human
I
combustion.
remember now.
That's enough. So what's the story?
Alright, let's get serious.
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department.
Yes, I ran into Arlen when looking for Adler.
Adler?
A level 2 researcher. According to the Department of Ecology head, he knows more about curios than anyone else. He happened to be helping Arlen investigate the disappearances.
Well, did he enlighten you?
Adler seemed to have had an idea at the time, but he never contacted me again.
Researchers clearly, though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No connection? I disagree. There should be evidence linking them together. If I review a certain record...
Clearly cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
Doubt me all you like. I'm just an outsider who got unexpectedly dragged into this mess. You and I are no different. We both stumbled into this, but you decided to assume the role of interrogator.
Damn, she's getting in. She's like, oh, alright, so you want to fuck with me, huh?
Oh? Your point being? Cut the act. Clearly,
Damn.
though.
Human combustion.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh?
Uh-oh.
What was that?
She's here, who? The big shot? OMG.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
What
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction.
What the fuck?
Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds.
Why is Satan in the game?
Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
What in the goddamn hell is this?
This is...
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
We got something called the Annihilation Gang, and we practically have Satan as their leader, I'm guessing. What the hell? Is that also who was like the Annihilation Gang? Didn't Hoyoverse release a trailer for that or something?
This Duke
I didn't watch it. I don't really
is a
watch the
life
trailers
form
that much
hails
anymore.
From Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
Wait, that's just Ifrit? That's just Ifrit? Oh my god.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Man, we have some serious people to be fighting, I tell ya.
Japella Brotherhood. I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
So now I'm sitting here thinking, what's worse? Is it going to be Stellaron Hunters or this Annihilation Gang?
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence?
You know, the thing is are we going to be finding Shiva around here?
Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that, that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
What the hell?
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me.
Me?
You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
This creation looks very much like you. It's like a miracle. I didn't think they would surprise me like this. When I was nurturing them, I didn't expect something like this would happen. Are you taking care of them? How is everything these days? How they've been recently? Not bad. They're hanging out pretty nice around the space station. They don't really have any worries besides missing you. When you have time, can you take a full family photo of them for me? I'm curious what will become of these little life forms with their genes passing down through generations. But they all really want to see you. Are you sure you don't want to come back and visit them? I'm about to go on a faraway journey, beyond the service area of a beacon. You can leave me messages and I will give them a closer look when I return. Why? Why do I have the text message for my enemy? Have a look. Oh. I can see this is not him. Ah. Now this is good. Oh, I can see the resemblance. Is there one for me? Silverwolf? Give the phone back to Blade. It's me, Silverwolf. I showed it to Bladey. He said it's very cute. Alright, he didn't say anything, but I can tell. He definitely likes it a lot. Huh. I like this one. I like a Guinevere one. Holy, I encountered a little life form that looks just like you. So true. Where'd you get such a cute little thing? Why don't you bring it over to the Wafu, so me and Sushan can have a look. Oh, cutie pie, you look so adorable. Let me rub my face against you. Relax, this thing isn't a cat. It might even be dangerous. If I get a chance, I think I can go to it instead. Yeah, that should work for my work trip. Oh, wait, huh? Looks like I have to read this now. Jupiter Free, did Peppy look for you? Nope. Isn't he at the Master Control Zone? He's there when he has the time to kill, but he's on a mission. A curio was stolen recently, so I asked him to enlist your help. I kept seeing him in the storage room, so I thought you met up. Why would you send Peppy for me? If something's lost, shouldn't you ask the security department? The lost curio is the Joy Filtration set, a cube used to store happiness. It's very popular among the researchers. I'd like to start investigating from the researchers, but lately Madame Ron May has been visiting the station. I'm worried Peppy has a sharp sense of smell and does not attract attention wandering about. You'd think he would attract all of the attention. Leave it to me. She'll share the coordinates right away. I installed a specially made device on Peppy. When you find it, remember to activate the beacon.
Every night I will save your life, and every night I will be with you. 'Cause every night I still lay awake and I dream.